Hello my loves, this is Mystique and I welcome you to my digital sacred space. I hope you're happy, healthy and healing wherever you're watching from. Today we are going to be doing a fun reading about what are your best traits or what are your best characteristics. So this is just a reading that I'm going to be doing to hype you guys up. I feel like I haven't done a reading like this in a long time that is about you guys, and I also have a lot of future spouse topics coming up, and if you have any reading suggestions, please leave them in the comments. I would love to see them and I'll definitely try to do them. So we're going to be taking 3 piles today. Okay, that was easy. Cards just popped out like that. So for the first group we have this beautiful card right here. This is the King of Swords. For the second group we have the 7 of Swords. If you feel drawn to this card, then you're supposed to click on pile number 2 or group number 2. Then for group number 3 we've got Death, beautiful, and 13. Amazing. Don't let the card scare you just because it says death. Don't let it scare you. Pick the pile that you feel most drawn to, and that is going to be your group. So you can take your time and select one of these piles and directly click on the timestamps in the description and skip ahead to your reading. I'm going to start with my prayer ritual that I always do before all of my readings. So you guys can choose to stay for this one. I feel like there's someone that's new. There's like a small group of you that's new and have probably come here on my channel for the first time. So hi, this is Mystique and I welcome you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you enjoy this space and I hope you feel safe here. So I'm gonna start with this prayer, but I'm also doing watercolor readings, but I'm gonna be doing a watercolor reading for the next one. This is just going to be a card reading. If you don't know what watercolor readings are, you can go ahead and click on my channel. I've uploaded a lot of watercolor readings. Pick the topic that you love and you can see what it's about and how I channel and what is my process, how I integrate art and spirituality. So that's it, and let's begin with the prayer. It's quite a sunny day today, which I'm so happy about because I love the sun coming through. So starting with inhaling and exhale. There's no need to force. Just breathe as you feel like it. Slowly, gently bringing your awareness back to your breath, how the air feels in your lungs, how space feels in your room, bringing the attention back to your body, back to how you feel. Making space for any emotions or any feelings, doubts, thoughts that might come up. Not trying to resist them, not trying to change them. Just holding a safe space for any doubts, any negative emotions, any positive emotions that you might have. Watching and observing. If tears come up, that's okay. allow yourself to feel. Tune back into the sensation. Tuning back into the sensation in your body. Is this sensation correlated to any emotion? Making space for that emotion for you to feel for the next few minutes. It is safe for you to feel what it is you're feeling. You are allowed to hold space to feel what you're feeling. Tuning back into your body, tuning back into how an emotion feels and rises up in your body. Gently inhaling and exhaling. I now call upon your spirit guides, any entities, beings that are watching over you with love and gratitude. We hold this safe space for them to come through and to give us any information about what are your best traits today. That's what the reading is about. It's about you. I do not allow any entities, energies, thoughts, vibrations, frequencies that do not have the best interests of my soul family, my group number 1 and 2. I do not allow them in this space. I do not allow them in my energy or my dear viewers' energy. Dear spirit guides of my soul family, please stay with me as we move through this reading. Please help me deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to my soul family. To end this prayer, I would like to thank you, my dear soul family, those of you that have been with me for a long time, those who have supported me, given me so much love, whether it's through your comments, whether it's booking personal readings with me. All those of you who have booked personal readings with me, thank you so much for giving me the honor to read for you. I love you guys so much. And I'm so happy and thrilled to be doing readings on YouTube. The past few months have been difficult, and I am glad and happy to get back to talking to you guys and doing readings for you. Thank you so much for holding a safe space for me, in return for me doing that for you. And with that, I end this prayer. I send you so much love and a very warm hug. I hope that you always feel safe in this space, and these readings help you fall back into alignment. For this, I pray and I thank guides, gods, and you. And with that said, I end this prayer. I will see you at your group. Hello my loves, if you chose group number 1, then this is going to be your reading. You chose this beautiful card right here, which is the King of Swords. So beautiful. I'm gonna put this right here. Please tap me into the energies of my group number 1, please. I feel like you're someone who's got leader-like traits. I feel like your best traits are that you are natural born leader. I feel like, you know how some people have to try to be leaders or they have to learn. I feel like you're born with certain leadership qualities. And I want to say specifically, since you got the King of Swords, I feel like you're articulate and intelligent. I feel like you are leading with your intellect. I feel like you're someone who's able to make rational and logical decisions when there is a crisis. So I feel like you handle things calmly and people might look towards you or look up to you because of that, because of your ability to deal with problems and to stay calm. And I feel like you might not have big emotional reactions. It's like you understand, like, okay, this is a part of life and this happens. So what is the best thing that we can do as a team, or I can do? And I feel like even if you're not a leader is in a professional sense, I feel like you're a leader of your own life, the master of your own fate. Best traits of group number 1, please. Okay, let's see these and then we can pull more cards if spirit calls us to. So we have the 4 of Pentacles. Beautiful. Then we have 3 of Pentacles. Whoa. 4, 3 and 5 together. We've got 5 of Swords in reverse. And finally we have the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of Pentacle cards, which is not surprising. You could have some earth energy. You could be like a mix of earth and air energy, but you don't have to be. Could also have some fire, but I'm not sensing a lot of water. You could be a water sign. You don't have to be. It's just that I don't feel like it's a dominant trait in you. Again, I'm not surprised that the 3 of Pentacles come out, because you are someone, like I said, you're someone who has leadership qualities. So I feel like you naturally bring people together. It's not something that you are, it's like you are not speaking up like on a podium and then people are coming together because you're speaking up. It's like you might be minding your business and you might be doing something. Let's say like you're reading a book, you're sitting in a corner, you picked up a book from the library and you're reading a book, and then your friends will come and be like, oh my god, what are you reading? And you know, they'll be interested, and then when you start talking about that book, people will be very interested to hear what you have to say. And suddenly when you look, it's like there's a whole group of people, and then they clap for you, or they think like, wow, you know, you're so smart. And I feel like you have a commanding presence. You bring people together. It's like people want to hear what you're up to. People want to hear what is going on in your life. What are your plans? Like, what are you doing? I feel like people see you as someone who's got a lot of potential, almost like an angelic energy, I want to say. When I say angelic, I don't necessarily mean like pure or innocent. I feel like angels are strong and intelligent, and that is what I'm talking about when it comes to you. I feel like your best traits are that you bring people together, you avoid conflicts, and I also feel like you work really hard. And I heard you reap what you sow. So it's like, if I work hard, if I put in the necessary amount of work, then I know I'm going to get that back in return. With the 4 of Pentacles, I feel like you're someone who's very grounded in your energy. You're someone who's grounded in the physical. You know how some people can have a lot of ideas, but they never ground their ideas in reality. they never put effort, and that is an important step in manifestation. You can't just sit there and visualize and things come to you. That's not how it works. You're guided to take certain steps towards that manifestation, and you have to take those steps so that that manifestation can come in. And I feel like you are like a natural born manifester. You understand that, okay, if I want this, then I need to take these steps. I need to listen to my intuition. I need to, if spirit guides are telling me don't go there, then I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to choose this path. And I feel like you're someone who's not rebellious. You're someone who follows their inner calling. And I feel like some of you could be men watching this, because I heard he follows his inner calling. That's what I heard. So I feel like you might not be tied up with what society projects on you or expects of you to do as a career path. I feel like you ended up choosing or are going to choose whatever it is that makes you happy, whatever it is that you love to do. Yeah, and I also feel like you could be like the conflict problem solver in your friend group, or even at workplace for some of you guys. Like, if somebody has a fight with someone, you're the one who's like calming people down, or you're like, like this is going on with this person. You offer a perspective that gives a lot of clarity to people. It's like, oh, I didn't know that person was feeling that way. Oh, this is why we ended up in a fight. Oh, it's not that big of a deal, is it? Like, so that is what I'm saying. It's like people have clarity because you're so articulate in your speech, or the way you speak brings a lot of clarity to people. I want to see what this card is, because it was, look at that. It did pull me in, but I didn't want to pull, too many cards from the get-go, because I didn't want the messages to be too confusing. And look at that, we've got King of Swords twice. I feel like this is just a confirmation of everything that I said. It's just confirming, yes you are, with the Three of Swords reversed. What is the Three of Swords reversed about, Spirit? I feel like you might be someone who's gone through a lot of challenges in their life. You're someone who has gone through a lot of challenges in your life, group number one. Maybe a lot of breakups or hardships, things that seared your heart. But I feel like you came out on top, since we have the King of Swords following the Three of Swords, which is literally like, you don't even have an Ace of Swords. You just straight up got the King of Swords. So I feel like you come out on top, group number one. I feel like nothing can keep you down. And you are so sharp. You are so intellectual and intelligent. It's like, if people try to underestimate your intelligence, like, I would feel bad for them. That's a mistake. Yeah, that's a mistake. You can't argue with group number one. You cannot fool group number one. Group number one, and I feel like the fact that the King of Swords here in this deck is represented by an owl. Owls literally have night vision, don't they? They are able to see in the dark, like bats. Similar, but I mean, bats are different, of course. They use certain frequencies, but I feel like owls have such big eyes. It's like, I'm on to you. When you see an owl, like when I see the eyes of the owl, they're so big. It's like, I'm on to you. Like, I know what you're doing. Who are you fooling? I know what you're up to. Like, that's the kind of energy you give off to people, group number one. I feel like it's someone who's like, I'm on to you. I know what you're doing. And I feel like people might get scared, but these are not people that have good intentions for you. I feel like people that try to fool you or try to mess with you are the people that get scared or might not want to speak to you. I'm also feeling a lot of silence as well. That has been coming through in like the past few readings. Like, how there is like, I just stopped speaking for a bit. I feel like there is a lot of silence. I don't know what that is about. But I feel like for you guys, for this pile, I feel like you are someone who might not speak if it's not needed, or when you do speak, people keep quiet and listen, because that's just like, you don't speak often, so it's like whenever you have something to say, people are listening intently to what you're saying, because you're someone who's so intelligent. Yeah, some people might be jealous of your ability to speak, but I don't think that you pay attention to that, and I don't think I need to pay attention to that, because it's not something that you focus on. I feel like it's like you mind your business. Like, I'm not even sensing a lot of people reacting negatively. Like, it's not just, it's just something you don't focus on. You don't focus on that aspect. It's like, of course, yeah, I don't know, you just don't focus on that. And I feel like you're on top of things. You are like grandmaster level. You know how in chess there's grandmaster levels, right? And there is a I think they're given ELO points. Okay, now if your ELO points are above like 2,500 or 3,000, then you're considered like a chess genius, and these people are called grandmasters. Okay, and yeah, like I feel like you have that kind of like your grandmaster level, but in life. You could be playing chess, I don't know if you do, but like you could be very good at games like Scrabble or mental games. Like, I feel like you're good at mental games that like require problem solving or thinking. When I say mental games, I don't mean psychological, like playing mind games with people. I don't mean that you're manipulative, but if you wanted to, I feel like you could. Let me pull another deck for you, and let me get some more cards for you. I love your energy, group number 1. I don't know who you are, but I love your energy. The fact that King of Swords came out twice, definitely a leader. A definite leader here. And the fact that you're group number 1, not surprising either. So we've got conjunction and we've got Virgo. Not at all surprising. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and we've got conjunction. Yeah, I feel like you're blessed with this intelligence. Like yeah, definitely blessed with this intelligence. You have a lot of integrity too, group number 1. You could be a Virgo, you don't have to be, you could also be a Gemini, or just any, like, because Gemini and Virgo are both Mercury ruled and known for their intellect, massive intellect. So the fact that Virgo comes out side by side with the King of Swords, not at all surprising. You could have a lot of analytical abilities as well if you're a Virgo. You could dissect problems or analyze things and get to the truth of it. I feel like you might be a truth seeker. And I feel like you came in like that. Like, you came in with these traits. This is something that comes naturally to you. This is something that you could have worked on, some of you could have worked on, but for most people, I feel like this is something natural. You guys do this naturally. A union, merging, and coming together. What is conjunction about, Spirit? What is the conjunction about? I feel like you're really lucky, I want to say, and I don't believe in luck, but I feel like you're very lucky because we live in a time-space reality which is ruled by law of attraction, and if it's ruled by law of attraction, luck cannot exist because, you know, you manifest your reality. Yeah, but I feel like your thoughts vibrate on such a pure frequency, whatever it is. Like if you believe that you're powerful, that thought is so pure that it will attract external situations and things to you accordingly. That's what I'm feeling. And I feel like people gravitate towards you, group number 1, for your leadership. For it's like people might come to you with problems and be like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? Like, my girlfriend cheated on me and this happened, and you'll sit down and be like, okay, but this is where you're wrong and this is what you did. And I feel like you give people the truth, not in a rude, crass way. You are not mean and you truly wish the best for people, but you have discernment, and you genuinely want to see people doing their best. You genuinely want to see people succeed. You're someone who has good intentions for people, group number 1, and I feel like that's why you're a natural born leader. You could also have Leo placements, you don't have to have, but I'm just feeling some Leo placement, Aries energy, maybe first house energy is what I'm getting. First house energy with a mix of like Mercury, Virgo, Gemini, air energy with some earth energy sprinkled in. That's what I'm getting from you guys. I love your energy, group number 1. This is beautiful. I feel like I should take one more card from this deck actually. So let me just flip this over. Okay, we have the Tower. What is this Tower about, Spirit? Okay. Oh, it just fell down on the card. Okay, I'll just keep it there. What is this Tower about, Spirit? There could be something in your life that is falling apart or might fall apart. Don't get too scared if something like that happens, like, you know, something bad happens or something worse happens, like things start falling apart or things get negative, like, because this is divine plan. So I feel like this Tower is just coming out as a small message from Spirit and your guides that don't get too negative in your thinking process. Like, of course you're allowed to feel sad if something is falling apart or if someone is leaving your life, like, you know, of course there would be sadness, but don't fall into a negative thought spiral where it's like, oh my god, everything is falling apart, nothing's gonna work. Like, this is divine plan for you. This is divinely planned for you, and whatever this is falling apart or whatever this Tower moment is in your life, it needs to clear up the space in your life for something new to come in. So I feel like you're stepping into like a new chapter or new kind of energy, and this needs to be cleared out first for you to be able to shift into a newer timeline or a newer manifestations and be matched to that. So that's what I'm getting. So this is divinely planned. Don't get too surprised and don't get too, you know, disheartened if things start getting worse, because things are getting worse only for it to get so much better than before. Okay, so please keep that in mind. That was a small message. Yeah, and I think this is it for your reading. I feel like that was the last message that your guys wanted to give you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I love your energy, group number 1. I'm giving you a big hug. And if you guys have any reading suggestions, please leave them in the comments. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by emailing me on my email ID, which is in the description down. And I would like to take the time to thank you, to thank all of these beautiful cards, and to thank your guides for allowing me to channel for group number 1. Thank you for leading group number 1 to my channel. And I will see you in my next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one. Bye. Have a nice week. Hello and welcome, my dear loves. If you chose group number 2, this is going to be your reading. You chose this beautiful, powerful card called the 7 of Swords. Now, I don't know which animal exactly this is, but it's giving me panther energy. Yeah, it's giving me panther energy. You guys could have Capricorn energy, a little bit of Scorpio, but not even Scorpio. I would say more Plutonic 8th house energy. This is a very strong group. Like, this is a very intimidating group. I don't know who you guys are, but I feel like you have a very intimidating energy and energy print. You know how they say, oh, certain people leave a certain footprint? I feel like with you guys, it's your energy. Let's get some cards. Like, you guys might have a resting bee face. You guys, I don't know, something about people perceiving you as intimidating. Like boss vibes. Like, she is the boss, he is the boss just walked in kind of vibe. That's what I'm getting from you guys, group number 2. I feel like people see you as someone who's abundant. You could also have Taurus energy. It's like Taurus Capricorn mix with some 8th house Pluto energy sprinkled in. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, something about people perceiving you as intimidating. Yeah, do you know that model? I think her name is Naomi Campbell, as she's known as one of like the best models. Even today, her walk is just insane. It's so amazing. I feel like you give, you know how, like, if you look up her pictures and like the aura she gives off for her photo shoots, like, that's your aura, that's your energy. And I feel like people are very jealous. Like, they want you, they want to be your friend, but also at the same time they might be like, oh, group number 2 is unapproachable. Now, I'm not saying that you are rude or mean or, you know, like unapproachable or things like that, but I feel like people perceive you to be this way. That's what I'm feeling. It's like you're ready to get in a fight or something. You look like you're ready to get in a fight. That might not be true. I feel like that's not true, group number 2. You're not someone who wants to like have a fight or something. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's see this first card that just fell out. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I'm not even surprised. I told you, people see you as someone abundant. Whether you are or are not doesn't matter. They see you as someone, something about your energy, abundance, screams rich, lavish, luxurious. And I feel like even if you don't dress, like, even if you, let's say you don't have designer handbags or whatever, luxury items and stuff like that, I feel like something about your energy just screams luxury. Like, you, the way you dress, the way you are, your aura is expensive. Expensive is the word. You guys know that emoji with that star one, like the yellow star one with 2 stars, one is a small star? That's what I'm getting, expensive. And that emoji is like here and here in the middle there's the word. That's what I just saw. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys could have been drawn to pile number 1. There could be some messages for you in group number 1. Oh my god. I'm so happy to see this. I love this. So accurate for my group number 2, the Emperor. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised. I'm really happy. The Emperor comes out for you, group number 2. Leadership, judgment, Libra energy. Oh my god, look at that. You've got major arcanas. You've got the World, another major arcana, Lovers. Let me just set these cards properly. We have 7 of Swords reversed. And we have 10 of Cups reversed. Let me place that here. So my dear group number 2s, I keep wanting to call you group number 1. I was gonna say group number 1, and then I realized, oh wait, it's not group number 1. We're already done with group number 1's reading. This is group number 2. Group number 2. Yeah, you definitely have a lot of leadership qualities, but it's not because you want to go and be the center of attention. It's like you end up being the center of attention. People end up looking at you. You could have a little bit of a King of Swords energy. You're someone who speaks your mind. You're someone who you should really check out like Naomi Campbell's like interviews, and you know what she said, like her iconic quotes, because that's what this group is giving. And I think someone asked her in an interview, like, oh, like, why do you charge so much? This was in the 90s, okay? So some of these models were charging a lot just to walk on the runway. And some reporter was like, oh, you shouldn't be charging so much. And, you know, they came at her with that attitude. And, you know, she was like, oh, I didn't ask Versace to pay me that much. Like, they pay me because I make a lot of money and I'm worth every cent. And I feel like that's one of her iconic quotes. It's like, I make a lot of money and I'm worth every cent. And I feel like, yeah, you give expensive. And you're like, yeah, I make a lot of money and I'm worth every cent. I am worthy, I'm deserving, I'm loving, I'm beautiful, I'm handsome. You know, whatever it is, I feel like you just naturally feel good about yourself. And people are very drawn in because of your aura. Your aura is magnetic and strong, group number 2. I feel like people get attracted to you left and right with the lovers coming out. I feel like they cannot have you. Most people cannot have you, which is why it's reversed. Like, most people want a taste of your energy, but I feel like you hold people. Oh, at a distance. You know how Beyonce says in one of her songs called Alien Superstar, where she's like, I'm stingy with my love. Something, the lyrics like are similar something, but I'm stingy with my love, and that is one of the lyrics. And I feel like you are like that. Like, you are expensive. When I say expensive, I don't mean your money. Yes, you could have a lot of money, but when I say expensive, it's like your aura is expensive, your energy is expensive, your attention is expensive. You understand that energy is the biggest currency to exist, right? Money is energy, so energy is actually the biggest currency. And you understand that if you, it's not even, I don't even see you trying to think positively. It's just like, I feel like you're naturally just like that. Like, it's giving wizardless, it's giving Beyonce, it's giving Naomi Campbell. You know, that's the vibe that I'm feeling from you. Intimidating, rich. Like, there is a certain darkness as well. Now, you could be black, you don't have to be, but like, there's a certain like magnetic darkness. When I say darkness, it's not something negative or bad. I feel like it draws people in even more. This darkness could be like mystery that surrounds you, like the fact that you don't talk about yourself a lot, the fact that you don't give away a lot of information about yourself, you don't indulge in small talk and conversations about like yourself or things like that, because you don't divulge a lot, you don't reveal a lot, and people are left hanging. It's like, what is group number 2 doing? You know, it's like, and I feel like people feel strung along on your energy. People feel very high strung, but you don't give them a taste. Group number 2, it's like, I know who I am. Expensive girl. If you're a woman watching this, it's giving expensive girl. I know who I am, I know what I want. Yeah, people might find you unapproachable. Group number 2, I feel like you're sweet, but people might find you unapproachable just because of the energy that you carry. There's a lot of self-love in you, whether you realize it or not. I think you do. There's a lot of self-love in you, and you are radiant because of that. It's like you're radiant, but there's also a certain darkness to you, like a certain delicious darkness. People get super drawn in because of that. I feel like these are some of your best traits. Like, people want that. People want to be like you. Group number 2, but I feel like they cannot be, because you're the only one. Like, you're one of a kind, and this combination is just so, like, it's like dangerous and ethereal. You know, it's like expensive but kind. It's like resting bee face, unapproachable but polite, professional. Yeah, you know those rich women that are super, like, come from like super rich wealthy families, and that wealth is just like in their family line. Like, you have that kind of energy. Now I don't know if you're from a wealthy family, but you have that energy, group number 2. Like, old money, old soul, don't need to work a lot for things because things work for me. I don't work for money, I make money work for me. That's what it's giving. I love that. I feel like if you're not abundant right now, I feel like you are. Your energy is abundant. Like, it's not a big deal for you to attract abundance. Let me get one more card for you. Okay. House 12. Spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. Yeah, there's also something healing about your energy. I feel like people that do get in your energy, people that are close to you, or people that do matter to you, I feel like you take care of them, group number 2. I take care of my own, and suddenly there is a softness in my voice. I feel a certain softness in your energy. Up until now, I was feeling a lot of resilience and strength and almost like this wall that was impenetrable, but now it's like the energy has softened, and I feel like you've got a really, like, you are like a molten choco lava cake. You know how you break into like a choco lava cake and there's liquid chocolate that oozes out? It's warm and delicious. I feel like your energy is like that. Like, you're liquidy inside, you know, like you care about people, you're soft, you love people, you might get emotional about things, especially if you're a woman. You're very in touch with your emotions. You're someone who cares about this world, cares about people deeply. You're someone who, like, people want a taste of your happiness. And I feel like you're fair. You could have Libra energy, you could have second house energy, Taurus energy, Capricorn, a little bit of Aries I'm sensing because of the Emperor. Yeah, second house energy, Taurus stellium, or a second house stellium. Maybe you've got Venus in second house, or like Lilith in second house. Something about second house being here, Sun in second house, like something about your energy being abundant, radiant. Like, you don't even have to dress in expensive clothes, you just look expensive, period. I feel like the way you maintain yourself, it's expensive. It's giving classy, graceful, elegant, but sexy, beautiful, seductive, dark. You know, like, if you could combine like Venus in Libra kind of energy and then put some darkness, like scorpionic, plutonic energy, that's you. You are magnetic, but in a different way. I said this in group number 1 as well, but you are magnetic in a different way. Now, people have different energy, right? And other people might find you magnetic for different reasons, right? And for you guys, it is this mix of like light and dark that people are so like, what is going on? I don't understand. Like, people are not able to understand how you look like so unapproachable, but then you're the sweetest, kindest. You know, they find out that you're someone who's like always learning, you're someone who's always elevating, you have a soft, kind soul, and they get surprised. It's like, oh my gosh, whoa, group number 2 is too perfect. That's what I'm feeling from this because of the house 12. The house 12 tells me that you're someone who has transcended a lot of karma. I feel like you've done a lot of inner work, you've done a lot of healing. I feel like you're naturally drawn into spirituality as well. I don't know how you got into spirituality, like how you got into tarot and all of like the self-help, whatever, spirituality circle, if that's what you want to call it. But I do feel that I do feel with the house 12 that it was destined for you to, I feel like you're just naturally spiritual. You also have a strong intuition. That's one of your best traits. Like, along with all of this energy, I also sense a little bit of a high priestessy kind of energy. I feel like you are intuitive, you are guided on your path, you know that universe has your back, God has your back if you believe in God, and that you will never be led astray. You will always find your way back to yourself, find your way back into alignment. And I feel like I love that for you, group number 2. And we have 12 ending your reading, which is literally 1, 2, 12. There could have been some things that made you unhappy or took you out of your energy. I feel like if you've clicked on this reading, Spirit is, oh my god, I just realized 7 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Why did I just look at that now? I was like, why is my eyes being taken over here? I already saw this card. This is why. 7 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Even in the previous pile, they got King of Swords and then King of Swords came out again. And again here, look at that. 7 of Swords, 7 of Swords. I feel like you're healing from people fighting with you, or if you've gone through a lot in your childhood, like if you come from, you know, like you guys could be like my rags to riches kind of pile, like my pile that went from nothing to someone to something, you know, because we've got the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles just above the 7 of Swords. So I feel like you're someone who's like made it or will make it eventually. Take this reading as a confirmation, group number 2, because you are going to make it. Like your soul has so much love, energy and light that like Spirit is watching over you for sure, and you know, to guide you, to love you, to make sure that you're okay. And I feel like you'll make it. If you haven't already, you will for sure. And because we have the 7 of Swords, I feel like you're also in the process, or you have healed a lot of your wounds that were caused by people. If people try to hurt you, because with the 10 of Cups reversed as well, with the Judgment, like if people try to hurt you, take advantage of your kindness, take advantage of your energy, your kind soul, they thought that, oh, we could hurt group number 2 because she's so kind, he's so kind, like they are so naive and innocent, we can just like, you know, do whatever with group number 2. And it's like, no. Karma is going to come back, catch up with them. They are going to get that judgment. They are going to get it, group number 2. They are going to, they shouldn't have messed with you. They are going to get it, group number 2. Now, I usually don't believe so much in like this whole punishment karma concept thing, but I feel like they shouldn't have done that, and they are going to get it. They're going to get it, group number 2. My group number 2 is so precious. I feel like you're God's favorite, like your spirit realm's favorite. Not that there's any favorites, but you know, like you're someone that is like a favorite. You're favored a lot in the spiritual realm, group number 2. Like you're watched over. Abundance will find its way to you. Love will find its way to you, and you will eventually find your way too. And these are some of your best traits. And I love reading for you, group number 2. I don't know who you are, but if I had met you, I would give you a big hug, and I would have loved to be your friend, because I in real life I feel like I look intimidating as well, I think. But I feel like my energy is changing recently, with like, especially in the past months, I feel like I don't know what is going on, but something is changing, something is shifting in my energy as well. And I'm not really sure like if that comes through in the reading, because this channel is so much about you guys and not me, and I don't share much of myself here. But yeah, I feel like we would be friends, group number 2. Like we would just be buddies. We would become like sisters if you're a woman watching this. And I'm so glad that you were guided to see this reading, to see this, to listen to this. If you made it to the end, I'm giving you so much love. I loved hanging out in your energy. I love reading for you. If you guys want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by emailing me on my email address, which is on which is in the description. And if you guys have any reading suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And what else? Like, I feel like I'm losing my words. Oh yeah, thank you to the cards, thank you to you, my wonderful soul, and thank you to your guides for allowing me to read for you and channel today's messages. I hope this reading gave you some clarity about what are your best traits, and I will see you in my next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one. Sending you so much love. Bye. Hello my loves, if you chose group number 3, then this is going to be your reading. This is the card that you chose. This one is called Death. I know this card is supposed to talk about phoenixing and rising from the ashes. It talks about shadow work, inner work, and literally talks about dark nights of the soul and death, but I don't feel a lot of darkness. I don't feel a lot of death energy from you guys, group number 2. I feel like you have transmuted a lot of trauma and you're pure. There's a certain purity that I'm sensing in your soul, in your energy. You have a certain innocence, you have a certain purity. In spite of what you have been through, you could have Scorpio energy, but you don't have to have Scorpio energy. If you do have Scorpio energy, I feel like you are not the kind of Scorpio that gravitates towards like dark clothing. Like, you don't look like a Scorpio externally, because I feel like you might, like, if you're a woman, you might dress the opposite. Actually, you might dress feminine, you might dress with florals or colors, patterns, instead of just going for jet black clothing, which is, you know, something that's attributed to Scorpio, like the cat eyes and smoky black eyes and black lipsticks and dark hair, like very Morticia Addams. But I feel like, you know how Morticia Addams is, like, she has such a dark vibe and she's always in a black dress and her hair is black and she's got a dark lipstick on, she's got eyeliner. But Morticia Addams is someone who's got a lot of light in her soul, right? Even though she has a dark aura, even though she's got a dark energy. So I feel like you're like that. And I want to say Morticia Addams and not Wednesday Addams, because I feel like Morticia Addams in terms of energy is a bit brighter than Wednesday Addams. I feel like Wednesday is slightly more morbid and dark. Not that that's a bad thing, but I just feel like you're more like Morticia Addams. You know how she talks and walks with so much grace, and you have that kind of energy. Yeah. If you're a man watching this, I feel like you might still gravitate to dark clothing, or there is a certain darkness to your energy, but there is a light in your soul. So it's like you are a balance of the two. That's what I'm getting. So let's get some more cards. I want to see what other best traits are. What are your best traits? What are your best characteristics for group number 3, please? Okay, 3 cards straight away. Is it 3? Yeah. Oh my god. King of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the 5 of Cups. Not at all surprising. Let me hold them up this way. Yeah, with the King of Pentacles, I feel like if you're a man watching this, then you're a man who knows how to make abundance, like how to create abundance. Like, even if you were to lose all of your money, I feel like it wouldn't get to you. You would be like, like, it's just energy. I can make, like, I know how to create this energy in my life called money and abundance, so I can just create it back. Like, you're someone who's very good at manifesting material abundance or physical abundance, and money being one of those things. Like, if you wanted an apartment, it's easy for you to manifest it. Like, even if you are not a man watching this, I feel like this group is a group that comes out of problems easily because of the way you understand how the law works, you understand how the universe works. So it's like you might go into hermit mode and be like, okay, why did this happen? What happened? Oh, I lost all this money, or I lost my business. And it's like, okay, cool, it's fine, let's start again. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean that I'm a failure. It doesn't mean that I'm never going to have abundance. I feel like you take your time to kind of go over things. Sometimes you could get into ruminating over things, but I feel like you pick yourself back up and then you go towards being this King of Pentacles again. So it's like, if you yeah, I feel like you guys could have been people that have gone through loss, gone through tragedies, or gone through material tragedies or financial poverty, or some kind of material setback that I'm sensing. You know, like, sometimes it can be like, okay, if there will be a group of people that have experienced a lot of childhood trauma at the hands of parents, but the money was never an issue in the family. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it can be like that, but for you guys, I'm sensing that because of that loss of material safety that you know every child should have, and you did not have that, some of you guys didn't have that, maybe you developed like an affinity towards material abundance, because you understand that safety and like it's important. Obviously material abundance is important for you to have an enriching and fulfilling life. We cannot say that money is not important. Of course it's important, it's very important. So I feel like it's like you're balancing spirituality and your spiritual knowledge to manifest physical abundance, right? So it's like law of attraction, all these things are fall more in the category of spirituality, but it's like, okay, if this is how the law works and this is how reality works, then I can just make all of this money back, and I don't have to, like, I feel like you pick yourself back up, or if you don't, it's important that you pick yourself back up from this pit of despair and like crying over what you lost. And it's like, wait, you still got 2 cups right there, right? 3 cups might have been spilled, right? Something went wrong, maybe you failed at something, or you know, something didn't work out the way you planned, or maybe you lost a bunch of money. And it's like, wait, you can cry about that, it's okay to feel sad about that, but you do have 2 cups, and with these 2 cups you can create 10 more cups. You have that in you. So it's like spirit wants you to not forget that you are the one who's like this King of Pentacles energy, and to not forget it. This is one of your best traits, is that you are the King of Pentacles. So why would you cry over money that is lost, or a business that failed, or ideas that failed, or things didn't work out the way that you wanted to? It's like, why would you cry about that? Because you are someone that knows how to create abundance. You are someone that knows how to create new things out of thin air. So I'm also feeling a little bit of Magician energy, but I feel like this King of Pentacles came out specifically and not Magician, because this reading is talking about material abundance specifically and physical reality focused things specifically. And it's like, you know how to do that, you know how to create that. Why would you cry about losing something when you literally know how to create that? It's not even that you're trying to get it back, it's just like, you know how to create things out of thin air, you know how to create abundance out of thin air. You are someone who phoenixed. So it's like, why would you cry about that for a long time? Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't be sad, it's okay to be sad, but you know what, what is this bottom deck card? Okay, the Lovers reversed. Some of you guys might have been the artist. Okay, not surprising. And the 4 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you might go in a sort of introspective mode, hermit mode, introspective mode. It's like, oh, this happened, and it's like, what do we have? 6 of Pentacles. Wow, beautiful, beautiful energy. Group number 3. Yeah, you might go into a sort of hermit mode when something happens and be like, okay, what was there anything in my frequency? Was there anything in my energy that attracted this to me? What happened? What went on? What do I need to change in my thought patterns, in my frequency, in order to attract a higher reality? And I feel like, yeah, I feel like you're in the process of doing that, or a lot of you guys already have done that, or this is how you deal with issues. Like, this is one of your best traits, that you, when something bad happens, or when something goes wrong, or something falls apart, you kind of go into hermit mode and go into this mode where it's like, okay, how did I participate in this? Oh, I have this wound, and that is why this came into my physical reality. Okay, let me take the time to kind of think on this, let me take the time to heal this wound, so that I'm no longer a match to partners that cheat on me, you know, like partners that are repeating my traumas. But like, once I heal it, I won't be a match to that. And I feel like you are good at creating that and dealing with things in a tangible way. Like, I feel like, and this is one of your best traits, because not everybody can do this. Like, it takes a lot of courage to be able to be like, okay, you know what, how did I participate in this? If we live in a law of attraction governed reality, was there something in my frequency that attracted this? And it's like, oh wait, no, there isn't, because the sentence just lost me. Oh, wait, there isn't. Because why? Because what? Nothing. That's it. That was the complete sentence. Was there anything that was supposed to be added to that sentence, Spirit? No? You are a whole being in and of yourself, group number 3. That's one of your best traits, and I feel like you realize that. So if you are a whole being, you don't need to be dependent on external things for your safety, for your value, for your security. You know how to create that out of thin air. And I feel like with the death, you see how this owl is flying, and usually in the death card, it's not how the owl is not there. Okay, in other decks there are different renditions of the same card, but different art form. But I feel like this card specifically, I was called to use this deck specifically for today's reading, and I feel like it's not a coincidence, because it's talking about how you are able to remain pure, remain innocent, remain good, kind, beautiful, while still getting what you want. You know how they say, oh, you have to step on other people to be successful, or some people won't hesitate to do that. Like they'll indulge or engage in corrupt practices just because they want to get ahead, just because they want to, like, they'll sabotage other people to win a trophy or win elections or whatever. But I feel like you are not someone that does that. You know how Liz transmutes her trauma and how she's gotten so abundant now and how her life is so good right now? I feel like you can do that. You know how Liz is like a manifester? That aspect of Liz, of course, she's got so many great qualities, but I feel like you have that, like you have that in common with Liz. It's like you can transmute your trauma and boom, it's like if you had poverty in your childhood, you heal that poverty wound that's in your childhood, boom, abundance falls in your lap. It's like you don't even have to work towards abundance specifically. It's like when you heal that wound, you get it, you get the abundance. So it's like you going through this death, ego deaths, you going through these periods of introspection, isolation, where you're healing your trauma. You're taking the time to, okay, why am I depressed? Why do I not have the will to live? What is going on? You taking the time to kind of be introspective and understand what is going on and heal those wounds instead of just pushing yourself and like, okay, let me distract myself, let me doom scroll, let me open a business. Like you take the time to really sit in the energy of the ego death, and that's how you manifest abundance. That's how you're the King of Pentacles. I feel like you're not born with the energy of the King of Pentacles, group number 3. I feel like it's something that you've worked for. It's like this King of Pentacles energy is not something that you were born with. I feel like a lot of you might have born in poverty, or might have born in some kind of financial scarcity, or some kind of scarcity, some kind of lack you could have been born in, or you felt a certain lack even if you came from like a well-to-do family. There was some, maybe your parents didn't give you money specifically, or like didn't treat you the same way they treated other siblings, you know, like there's some kind of lack surrounding you, and I feel like that's gone now because you have stepped into this King of Pentacles energy, and the universe is really proud of that. And I feel like it's one of your best traits is your ability to come back harder, you know, like every time you go down, it's like you come back to rise up even more. You come back 10 times harder. I'm hearing the Taylor Swift lyric, and I come back stronger than a 90s trend. I feel like it's one of her songs. I forgot the name of the song, but that's her lyric. I come back harder than a 90s trend. That's you, group number 3. I feel like you come back harder. Yeah, you come back, you hit hard. And I feel like when you come back, you're 10 times better than before. Like you've come with a lot of knowledge, so it's like everything is assimilated in you, and now you're unstoppable. So it's like as you go ahead and as you transcend these ego deaths, as you go through these, you know, ego deaths or ego fragmenting periods, you just come back more better. You come back more radiant, magnetic. And I feel like you've got a lot of love to give. You're very generous. you're really generous. It's like you make all of this money, or you make all of this abundance, and you're willing to share. You're not even attached to that abundance. It's like, I can create this is easy for me, so I don't need to like keep hoarding it. You know what I mean? Like, some people will make a lot of money and they don't give their money to anyone, like, because, and for me, that's poor mindset. I don't care. Like, poor is not about having less money. It's a mindset. It's an energy. And I feel like your energy is radiant and abundant, group number 3. I feel like that's the best thing about you. I can say, like, your energy is radiant and abundant. I want to get some more oracle cards from this astrology deck, and let's see some more best traits for my group number house 6. Oh my gosh, not at all. So yeah, you're here to do something that is in service to people, in service to humanity. And I feel like it's something that you really want to do. You know how some people invented education, and like a lot of like house 9. Okay. Some people, yeah, you could travel a lot in your later life. What is this? We have Capricorn. Okay. Not surprising. Let me put that here. House 9, house 6 and Capricorn. Yeah, you're definitely here to impart some kind of material knowledge, or I feel like you're already doing that. Group number 3, I feel like you help people build a foundation of wealth, or of abundance, or of spiritual growth. And I feel like you understand the source of things. Like, you understand that, oh, if somebody is having an issue with manifesting a partner, oh, it's like this wound, and that's rooted in childhood, and that's because their mother did this when they were a baby. And it's like, you're able to get to the root. And I feel like some of you guys are choosing to help people this way. Some of you are applying this knowledge to yourself and getting ahead in life, and neither of them are wrong. I mean, you do you, it's okay. Whatever you do, it's okay. But I do feel like a lot of you are generous. If you guys are not giving your knowledge or helping people in that way, I feel like you might be helping people materially. You might be donating your money, or you might be in a position to donate your money in the future. Like, you'll have a lot of money, group number 3. I feel like you're going to have a lot of material abundance. This group is a group that is going to have a lot of material abundance, and probably has already, some of you. But I feel like you understood the law of attraction. Like, you understood how this reality works, and you're hacking it like pro. And I feel like with the artist, there is a certain creativity. So I feel like you're a creator, but you're a creator of material abundance. When I say creativity is not restricted to just painting and drawing and like making art. Creativity is the process of creation. And you know, like, if somebody invents an airplane, or fire, train, that's creativity, because that person created that. This word gets restricted to art, but it's not. You are creative. You are a creator. And I feel like you're ambitious, you're methodical, strategic. You also, I feel like you're generous with your energy, generous with your material abundance. I feel like you want to see people succeed. Like, you're someone who's very wise beyond your years. But I feel like a lot of you guys could be young watching this, but you have a young energy if you're not age wise. But a lot of wisdom in you. Like, I feel like, those young souls that are like in their 20s, but they've gone through so much that they're so wise, like the Buddha. And I feel like you're like that. Like, your soul is like that. You're here, you're very spiritual, group number 3. It doesn't matter whether you follow spiritual practices or not. Like, you have a lot of spiritual knowledge about things. You have a lot of knowledge and wisdom in your soul because of everything that you've gone through. You've assimilated all of that and have applied it to your life, and now you're just amazing. So this is it for the reading, group number 3. I don't sense anything more. If you guys have any reading suggestions, please leave them in the comments. If you guys want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by emailing me on my email address in the description. And I would like to say thank you for clicking on this reading. Thank you to all of the cards and your guides for helping me channel all of these beautiful messages for my group number 3 today. And I will see you in my next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one. Bye.